So yeah, if we give them the 7-day eat clean meal plan, and then if we give them 2 weeks of free e-meals, then that's 3 weeks of dinners. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So I kind of like that idea. Anyway, I just had to share it because I'm geeking out over that. Stephanie Butler's like, what are you talking about? It's this. Do you guys want me to run and go get it? I'll show you. It's on my fridge. Okay, I'll go get it really quick. They're called emeals.com. So hang on. Okay. So this is what the emails thing is. So you get a 2-week free trial. And so this is how it's like laid out. And I got there's different meal plans you can try. There's like a low budget one. Yeah. There are dietary restrictions. Like you can choose, there's like a low carb one. And I think you can even customize some of them. I just got the eat clean one. So that's kind of how we try to eat in our home. So see, it says like meal 1, oven baked meatballs with whole grain linguine. And then it has the ingredients, and then it has the instructions. And then it gives you a grocery list. See, mine's all folded because I took to the grocery store. So it tells you everything you need for for all 7 meals. So I went grocery shopping, got all this crap. Now we have tons of food in our fridge. But now I know what I'm making for dinner for the next 7 days. So I'm kind of excited about it. Some of the stuff I was like, I have no idea what this is. So anyway, I can post a link when we're done with our meeting for you guys, or I can have Laura post her link. So anyway, it's pretty cool. I'll keep you guys posted on what I think about it. So tonight we're excited. So the reason that we had this, that I chose to have Stephanie guest speak, is I was talking to them about their power hour and kind of how her and Stephanie Bagley run their power hours. And they were like, we don't do power hours. They were like, we do massive hours. And so I was like, okay, tell me more about this. And they were telling me a little bit about it. And some of it is what I teach. And I'm going to go over this at the end. What I've taught some of you guys about, like, Message Monday and What's Up Wednesday and Follow Up Friday and Social Sunday. But I think it's fun to just hear someone else's perspective on it. So Stephanie Butler is going to share how she does it, like basically how she works her business, and how Stephanie Bagley couldn't make it tonight. She had a previous engagement. And so Stephanie's going to speak for both of them. And then I'm just going to kind of reiterate the method that I have taught some of you, not all of you. And then you guys can choose what works best for you. You might still love your power hour, or you might want to tweak it and try some of these other ideas. So we're excited to hear from you, Stephanie, tonight. And Stephanie, she works her business on the weekend, so mostly. So I'm going to turn the time over to you, Stephanie, to just take it away.
Okay, so sorry I have a yellow head. This is my light right here, and I don't have a better place to sit. So I, a long time ago, did power hours, and then I stopped because I became a personal trainer also. And so I have clients that I train 3 days a week. So the days that I train, I'm gone until after 1, and then I have to pick my girls up starting at 2, and then they have gymnastics until later in the evening. And so my days are just gone. So I have my phone, of course, and I do little things like wish happy birthdays or comment on things that people have said, or post my pictures on Instagram. So I do those things frequently throughout the day. But so how I run my business is Tuesday is my day off from training. And so Tuesday is kind of a jam session. I sit down in the morning as soon as I drop my girls off. I get up early, but I don't always make it down here early to get what I'm supposed to do done. So as soon as I drop them off, I come home and I sit down for several hours and I invite people. I maybe post whatever I'm going to post that day. I look at my back office. I take care of whatever needs to be done on that end of it. I check with all of my challengers. I check with all of my coaches, just kind of whatever needs to be done that particular day, that particular week, whether it be I'm inviting, whether it be it's time for me to post something about coaching, or it's time for me to post something about a new challenge or whatever. And then Wednesday, same thing. I don't really do a whole lot. And then Thursday, I don't do a whole lot because we're gone. And then Friday afternoon, I kind of hit it hard when my kids get home because that's our day that we don't have anything after school. And so I do the same thing. I sit down and I kind of look through my whole day and see what's happened, check my back office again. I check my back office frequently throughout the week, but those are the days that I really spend time in it. And then Saturday and Sunday, I'm a weekend warrior. I get up early before everybody else gets up. I come down here and I work for several hours before anybody gets up, doing the exact same thing. And I'll make a list of who all I want to invite, who all I want to talk to. And then I start conversations that whole day. So then Saturday and Sunday are full of me checking back, checking messages, getting back with people, whatever the case may be of whatever I posted. And then throughout the week, everything that we eat, I take a picture of. So if it's breakfast for my husband, if it's, dinner for us, if it's my kids' meal, if it's a snack, I take pictures. If we're out somewhere, if we're walking our dog, if I'm being active, I have a shake, no matter what it is, I just have a bank of pictures. And that way I can pull from it all week. So I'm not going, crap, I've gotten to the end of the week and I have nothing to post. I have pictures from that week that I've done that I can post and relate it to. Like I'll look at something and go, oh, this is a good coaching post. Let me take a picture of this. Or this is a great, like I'm working while I'm eating my lunch kind of thing. I'll take a picture of it. So then when it's time, I don't have to stop on the weekends and go, oh, it's a weekend time. I'm out doing something with my family. No one knows I'm not sitting at my desk. And I post that picture with a post. And then I also write all of my posts in Google Docs and my notes sometimes, but mostly Google Docs because I can get it on my iPad, my computer, and my phone. And so then I just pull all of that, whatever the post is, whatever idea I've had. If I'm driving in the car, if I'm sitting in carpool, I will sit and craft a post. And then if I have a picture to go with it, then I'm ready to post it when it's time. So I kind of work mine a little bit backwards, but it works. It's just, on my downtimes, I try to work during carpool because I sit in carpool for many hours a day. So I try to do stuff while I'm there. I'll listen to videos and then make videos for my coaches. So the last one I did for my challenge group, my daughter videoed it for me while we were sitting in carpool. So I tried to make the most of my time when I'm not sitting at my desk and use my phone a lot, my iPad a lot. On the plane yesterday as we were coming home, I thumb magazine stuff all the time, like quotes and stuff in magazines that I like. And so I was making graphics for those so that I'm ready to post them when it's time to post. So I guess I don't really have power hours. I kind of work little things all the time. And then I sit down on the weekends and bust out everything I want to do. And then Tuesday really is my main day that I do other stuff. So I kind of have 3 days that I really, really work. And then I kind of just touch on other things throughout the week. So mine is not as organized as Stephanie Bagley's. Mine is very random, but it's a system in my head, if that makes sense. So Stephanie Bagley, she wrote all this out for me. So go ahead. Did somebody have a question?
Before you move on to Stephanie's, does anyone have questions about Stephanie Butler's method? I think it's so genius to take pictures of your food all day long. Because usually I'll wait till it's something like a really awesome food post, but I think it's smart to just hurry and quickly take one because you never know when you'll need it,
Yeah, before we eat dinner every night, it's a joke at my house. Oh, stop, nobody eats. Mommy takes a picture of what we eat,
Yeah.
And mostly because, it may be that I liked the recipe and I want to post that recipe another day, or it could just be that I want someone to see what my kids ate and that they ate the same thing we did. So I have a lot of food pictures and a lot of recipes and stuff like that. But then I have like dumb posts, like my shoes or us walking my dog or me holding my husband's hand when we walk. And then I always have something physical, because I don't always remember to take a selfie of myself when I'm done working out. So I try to at least do it of us being active, and then I still have an active post. So like I said, it's not written out very neatly. Like when I read Stephanie Bagley's, and I'll post this for y'all, it's not very neat, but it works. I just kind of think on the fly a lot of times, but only because I know when I sit down for the weekend, I kind of have thought about what I want my week to look like. And I just sit down and kind of bust it all out on the weekends, because that's the days that we're home the most.
Yeah. And I think it's also smart to stockpile pictures of selfies, because sometimes my selfies are homeless and there's no way I'm posting those publicly. So when you do have a good hair day,
Yeah.
What's her name? Bonnie Engel.
Yeah.
Like, she's number 2 right now. I watched one of her videos, and she's like, when you're having a good hair day, you take like 10 selfies and you change shirts, and and I was like, that's really smart. And including like workout selfies too.
Oh yeah. Like I'll be taking pictures while we're working out. If I've upped my weights, because we're doing body beats again. So if I've upped my weights, like I'll set my weights out by my feet and I'll take a picture. And so then later I know that was for arms or legs or whatever. And then I can say a post about it, but I don't look very good at the top, but my feet and my weights look really good. Or like today I videoed us doing biceps. So now I have something for later to post a video. Like Friday, I usually do Fitness Friday. So then I can post this, arm workout. So it's random. I have my phone with me all the time, and I'm constantly either writing, typing, and you know what? I save a lot of clips too. I read Stephanie says she listens to PD. I listen to my PD in the car, which I think most people do. Mm-hmm. But I clip things all the time so that I can go back if I need a quote for that day or whatever. And then I scroll through Pinterest and screenshot stuff all the time too. So then if I need something motivational, I can go back and go, oh, that's cool. I don't have to go look for that day. I literally just scroll through my phone. So, most of us are photography backgrounds, and that's all photos. And I have found that photos do better on your Facebook and your Instagram. Well, Instagram, of course it does, but your Facebook, if you don't post pictures, nobody sees your stuff. So I'm constantly taking pictures of something. Sure. So anyway, so I add people on the weekends. I add people kind of throughout the week, but not as much. Like I said, Tuesday is kind of my day. And then the other days I just fill in where it's needed, mostly pictures and posts and crafting different things to say. And I don't have business hours.
Sorry, you don't have business hours?
I don't. I just read Stephanie's. I don't have business hours. Mine's kind of random whenever it works for me, because if I set business hours, inevitably I don't get it done. But if I know that I have all day to do it, then I feel better about it, if that makes sense. I have incredible ADD. So if I sit down and set a timer, I'm okay. Like if I say, look, I'm going to sit down for 30 minutes and invite people for 30 minutes and not have Facebook on and not have anything else on, I can do it. But I don't do it every day that way, if that makes sense. Like she has a Monday through Friday business hours. I can't do that. Mm-hmm. Just because our schedule's so random, and my kids are older than hers. And so hers are at home and mine are gone, mm-hmm. So to have an hour that I just kind of do it when I can, honestly.
You kind of do the mom cracks, do it in the mom cracks.
Totally. Yes. It's at gymnastics while I'm waiting, or carpool while I'm waiting, or, the grocery store. A lot of times I've been known to take a picture at the grocery store and stop and be like, oh, look at these fruits and vegetables. These look awesome, or whatever, just kind of wherever I can. It's very random, unfortunately, but it works.
I like the idea of also stockpiling quotes,
Yeah.
And do any of you guys have a good system, or you, Stephanie, of where to keep them all in one place? Because that's one thing that I have them on my phone, but it's like I have to scroll. I guess I could put them on Latergram, or like I could put them in a Facebook group. I know Ashley Smith said she started a Facebook group with just her and her husband, and she puts her quotes and her posts in there and pulls from them later.
You can make a folder on your phone for just quotes.
Really?
And you just go, I just did it yesterday on the plane for foods and recipes. So you go to your photos, your little photo icon, and you hit the plus sign. Oh, dang it. Go back.
It's like the flower. If we're talking iPhone. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a little flower. Just hit plus, and it'll say new album, and you enter a new album. And then it'll ask you what you want to add, and you just literally go through and click everything you want to add and move it to that folder.
Sweet.
And you can go to screenshots. So I screenshot a lot of stuff. And if you go to screenshots, it has everything you've screenshot without you have. So most of mine are Pinterest screenshots. And so all my quotes are there.
Yes. Silly new things that we learn every day.
I know. Yesterday I was playing with it. I was like, there has to be a way to put food and recipes together because I have so many. And so I just found that you put a folder. Genius.
And Brooke just wrote, I put them in a hidden Pinterest board. And Alyssa, I tap the heart on my iPhone on the picture so it saves my favorites.
Yep.
Megan said, I have a BB folder on my phone. I move so much stuff over into that folder so I can use things if I decide to. And that's part too, is to reuse your posts.
Absolutely. I keep all my selfie stuff that I think was a good post and had good interaction so that I can use it later. I don't really delete much, which takes up a lot of room. But okay, so Stephanie's is very, very laid out. Hers is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I'll read it and then I'll post it below this once Kelli posts this group or this whatever, you know what I mean. Okay, so Stephanie Bagley's, her business hours are 7:30 to 9:30 Monday through Friday. On Monday, she makes and schedules posts for all of her groups for the next week. Free groups, challenge groups, sneak peeks, whatever's going on. She posts everything on Monday to be scheduled out for the week. And then Tuesday, she has her team calls. And then Wednesday, she makes and schedules all her personal posts for the next week. And then Thursday, she adds 30. Go ahead.
What's the difference between Monday? She said she schedules her posts. Then what's the personal post?
I guess her personal posts are for her. And then her Monday is for only her groups. So like if she's going to post anything in her groups, you know, like recipes or shakes or anything.
For her, like, okay, her challenge groups.
Yes, exactly. Her free groups or whatever, sneak peeks, whatever she might have going on. Okay. And then, so Wednesday is personal, Monday is business or challenges. Thursday, she adds 30 people to her network and connects with 20 people. And then Friday, she designs her promo posts, makes goals for the next week, and then catches up on anything she hasn't done Monday through Thursday. And then she has things that she does every day during nap time. So she wishes people happy birthdays. She checks in her challenge groups, answers messages, listens to her PD, and then goes to her live page and her team page and just checks on everything. And then she said basically she does it so she doesn't have to be on her phone all day.
What day was that what was that last one?
It was just things that she does every day during nap time. She wishes happy birthdays, checks in on challenge groups, answers messages, listens to PD, and then does goes live on her fitness page, whatever she needs to talk about or whatever. And I kind of do what you said, Kelli, too. I didn't think about this, but like Friday, I do Fitness Friday. I don't always get to Transformation Tuesday or Thursday. I try to do either or, whichever, if I have a post for it. If I don't have like challengers, then I'll do one of me. Today was about PD. And then Monday, I try to do Motivation Monday. And then Wednesday, sometimes I do What We Ate Wednesday, and I'll post like what we ate the night before for dinner. And then Saturday and Sunday, I get the best action on Sunday night. So I kind of save most of my stuff for Sunday night or first thing Saturday morning. And then I don't really post a whole lot that I need some interaction on, like during the day on Saturday, because nobody really engages a whole lot on Saturday day. Mm-hmm. So that's all of Stephanie's. Hers is very late. Hers is laid out pretty, this is what I do every day. Mine is more random.
So she's kind of doing it in chunks.
Yes.
And same with you. I mean, you're doing it in chunks.
Yeah, mine's just not as neat and clean as hers. Mine is, I just kind of I keep lists. Like, I don't know if you can see this, but like I listened to, I'm very much a list maker and it's random, but I listened to the Diamond Call today and I'm writing as I'm driving to go get my dog. So it's a whole bunch of lists. And then I kind of starred what I wanted to talk about today with my team. And then I went live with my team and talked about that. And then I wrote like some challenge groups that I had ideas from. And then I have a whole training notebook that I keep of everything that we've done thus far this year. And then I keep little notes everywhere. So I write notes of things I want to do, and then I bring it home and sit it by my computer. So I know on the day that I sit down to work, those are the things that I want to hit, and those are the things I want to do.
Nice.
So mine's organized chaos.
Right. But it works for you.
It does work, and it's just how my brain works, so it works perfectly.
Yeah, and I think that the key, like the point I want to get across is that there's no right or wrong way.
Yeah.
I just want to give people like ideas of like, hey, I don't have to necessarily do a power hour every day where I'm doing the checklist. However, I think really you got to kind of try both. So if you have no idea what a power hour is, it's this little daily checklist, or there's like timers. If any of you guys want to use one of, like I know Stephanie Hyatt has a timer she uses like on her computer that tells you what to do next for that whole hour. So you can do that, or you can do it in chunks, kind of like Stephanie Butler and Stephanie Bagley. And that's kind of how I do it too. I don't really do a power hour. I always felt bad about it, but I'm like, I don't know. I kind of do in the Mom Cracks. You know, obviously I post my 3 times on social media. I do my exercise. I do my personal development and stuff. But regarding like the invites and stuff, it's more in chunks. So I'm going to show you guys. Were you pretty much finished there, Stephanie?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it kind of, you have to do what works for you. And I did power hours in the beginning, but I just realized once summer came and then school started, I didn't have time to sit down for an hour in one block every day, maybe get everything I wanted done. And so then I decided no one really cares if I work it on the weekend. If that's what works for me, then as long as I get what I need done and I'm getting the interaction I want and I'm still doing my posts every day throughout the week, it just works. And so that's kind of when I had to shift my mind and go, this is okay for me to run it this way, as long as I still get the results that I want. So yeah, that was kind of my point too.
Yeah, I think as long as you're doing those vital behaviors, you know, it doesn't matter when you do it, just being consistent. So I'm going to share my screen really quick and show you guys some new, I made these I kind of updated them for the new coach training. Can you guys see me? Because I can't see you. Hang on one second. Let me get to where I can see both. Okay, can you guys see my screen? So I'm in the Team Sheet Google Drive. And when you click on scripts, you know, there's a lot of scripts in there. And if you want, I'm considering deleting several just so it's not overwhelming. But I added scripts. I added scripts for the Message Monday and the What's Up Wednesday and the Follow Up Friday. So Message Monday, and if you guys have any suggestions on how to organize this better or whatever, let me know. In fact, I could put them in a subfolder if you guys think that's better. So type your ideas. But so for the invite to boot camp. So this is Message Monday, where you're inviting. So here, it says here, do 5 invites to your next boot camp every day, or message 25 every Message Monday. So, you know, like Stephanie Butler said, either way, you're getting 25 messages sent each week. And it's either done on one day in a huge chunk, like in a mass chunk, or it's done every day. You have to figure out what works best for you. And I'm just going to kind of go over this stuff because I feel like it's really good to go over the basics. But, you know, inviting is one of the 3 vital behaviors. And you really want to reverse. And, you know, there's that 10% rule that says only about 10% of the people you talk to will sign up. So if your goal is to help 3 to 5 people a month, you got to multiply that by 10. And so in order to hit Success Club, you need to be inviting or messaging 30 to 50 people a month. So, you know, if you're sending, that's why we say send 25 every week, because then you're messaging 100 people a week, and hopefully 10 of them will sign up with Challenge Pack. Now, I don't invite often. I know Shireen was like, where's your script? I know this sounds bad, but I don't invite a ton because this is my list. This is like my invite list. And so my invite, I guess, technically I'm not inviting like random people, but I follow up a lot with people who've shown interest in the past to my boot camps. So then I'll message them like maybe a few months later and be like, hey girl, are you still interested in whatever? But if you don't have that many people, or if you don't have a list where you kept track of people from years past, then you're going to have to just kind of find 10 people that you think might be interested, or 25. And so here's just a couple different ideas for scripts that you can send out. I put Stephanie Bagley's in there. I put Stephanie Hyatt's. I put Micah's script in there. I've even posted ones that I've gotten from other distributors. So I think you have to just find one that feels right for you and then copy and paste it. And the thing I like about doing it all in one day is that I can copy and paste like crazy. So I can be like, hey, copy and paste, or, hey, name, copy and paste. Hey, and just go do it 25 times rather than once a day. You know what I mean? So invite to boot camp. So this is what, something to do every Monday. And then go back to the scripts. We have forming relationship scripts. So trying to start, if you guys don't know what FORM, the acronym FORM is, it is family, occupation, recreation, and then you share your message. So as a coach, we teach our coaches not to be obnoxious, but to like build a relationship, and then you can talk to them about your message. So it's important to build relationships, especially when you tap out of your warm market. So here I have a whole bunch of different ideas on how to form relationships. Like, hey girl, I saw your post about XYZ. I loved what you shared. Do you know where I can find more information about it? Or do you know where I can buy it, or whatever? Always, it's really important to end with a question so you keep that conversation going. Here's another one. I sent this to a girl, and she wasn't interested in coaching, but she told her daughter to talk to me about coaching. So I built relationship, and it was funny because she said, I've had a ton of Beachbody coaches reach out to me, but, and I didn't talk to her at all about coaching this mom who's like a weightlifter. So I didn't talk to her at all about coaching, but because I reached out to her and I said, hey girl, thanks so much for always liking my posts. You're my favorite person. Haha. For real though, it's not easy to put myself out there. So I seriously appreciate your support. How are you doing? So again, you try to end on a question, but it was just my way of being like, and I sincerely meant it. I was like, you're my favorite person. Like I so appreciate you liking my posts. And then we just chit-chatted here and there. And a couple weeks later, she sent her daughter to talk to me about coaching, and I'm still working on her. But so that's, just thanking people is a great way to build relationships. And you guys were saying birthdays, wishing people happy birthday. In fact, I should add that on here. And then like, hey, here's ones that you can do to like people that accept your friend requests. Hey girl, thanks so much for accepting my friend request. I just wanted to say hi and tell you you have a beautiful family. How old are your kids? So whatever works for you. I had someone even, in fact, I should throw this one in here too. And you guys can, if you have some good ones, put them in the chats below and I'll throw them in here. Because I want to make a great list for people that, days that you get stuck, or for our new coaches that are like, I have no idea what to say. What did she say? Oh, she was like, just wanted you to know that you have a beautiful smile. I think I mentioned this to you guys before. And I was like, well, thank you. Like, I was like instantly her friend. I'm like, and so anyway, that, I don't know how you can end with a question there, but just a compliment is also a great way to build a relationship. That anyone complimenting you, you're like, stop it. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's keep talking. I like you. So compliments work well. spell that right. Tara Bialik, she did a whole, I remember her talking on Super Saturday, several months ago. She did a Super Saturday and she mentioned how she builds relationships. And I messaged her and I was like, Tara, what do you say to these people? And she just said, hey girl. And I think that she does this on her Facebook fan page, where she was like, hey, I just wanted to thank you for following my health and fitness page. It's always scary to put yourself out there and I appreciate your support. How are you doing? So that's kind of similar to this one. Ashley Smith, who is killing it on our Team Inspiration, she says, hey guys, thanks for the new like on my fan page. This is again through her fan page. She says, welcome to my fitness page where you'll find motivation for all things health, fitness, and family. I love what I do, so don't hesitate to reach out to me if you have a question about what I do or want information about something you see me post. I wanted to invite you to my fitness accountability group if you are interested. It's just me and some other fit gals posting our sweaty post workout selfies and photos of our meals, blah, blah, blah. Let me know if you might be interested and I can send you details, So this one I think would be more appropriate for your fitness page. But you could do something similar. I know Micah does something when someone comments on likes one of her posts, her call to action, promo posts about a boot camp or about coaching. She'll message them and be like, hey, thanks so much for liking my post about, my upcoming boot camp. I really appreciate your support. Are you interested in something like this? No worries if you're not. Just wanted to thank you either way, So she kind of gives them, anyway, she just kind of says like, no biggie, but if you're interested. And she said she's had a great response to that too. So anyway, those are some ways to form relationships. And this is what I mean by What's Up Wednesday. It's just about messaging them to chit chat. I know it feels kind of silly, but I think people are pretty, social media is a social place. And, you might get someone that messages you and says, why did you add me as a friend? And you might feel silly or like spammy, but I just respond and say, hey, I just noticed we had mutual friends. I love connecting with people, like-minded mamas. So that's why. And it doesn't need to be like this huge explanation or anything. I can't see any of your comments. So if you guys are commenting, I'm sorry. And if you have any questions or things to add, just feel free to unmute yourself and chime in. And then finally, well, not finally, yes, no. We got follow-up Friday. So for follow-up Friday, not only do I follow up with people I've been talking to about coaching and about, a boot camp, but I also follow up with my clients to see how they're doing and my coaches. I do phone call Fridays where I talk to you guys once a month, one-on-one about your goals. So because I really want to be the best mentor that I can. So I always try to message my coach or my clients too. In fact, I'm going to show you guys. You know what? There's always a script for something. So I have this one I've been working on for a while. It says what to do with the new client that just ordered a challenge pack. I kind of go through the process of what I say. And then down here, I have weekly check-ins that I ask my clients on Fitness Fridays. So I'll say, week 1, which is that first Friday of prep week, I'll just be like, are you ready to rock your fitness and nutrition on Monday? What questions do you have? Did you take your before pictures? Anyways, and then on week 3, I always ask them if they've ever considered coaching and how they're liking their Shakeology. And I warn them that their Shakeology is going to ship out. Because I don't want to take people off and have them be like, hey, why didn't you tell me this was shipping out? So I kind of do it all in one. I'm like, your next shipment of Shakeology is about to come out. Do you want me to hook you up with a discount so you can save like $20 a month? And then I ask them if they've ever considered coaching. And if I don't, in fact, I just messaged a girl today because I was kind of slow. I went on vacation this weekend, so I was slow to ask her on Friday. So I messaged her today and she was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm seriously thinking about this. So, and I didn't have a sneak, we don't have a live sneak peek right now. But I was like, so I just left that very bottom part out. But if she said, yes, I'm interested, I would either get her on the phone or put her in the current sneak peek just to kind of browse and watch videos and stuff. And then the week 4, I was telling this to Shireen, this has been working really well, you guys. On week 4, I tell them, hey, the boot camp is officially over, and I personally message them one-on-one, not in a group, and I say, and I'm dying to see your final results and your before after pictures. It's one of my favorite parts of coaching. Would you mind sending those over to me? I've got a little surprise for you in return. Also, do you want to help me co-host the next group to help you stay accountable? You just pick one day of the week to do a motivation recipe tip or post each week. So I do this for several reasons. One, because I want their before and after pictures. So I have lots of stuff to post on Transformation Tuesday. And it helps them see their transformation. A lot of people just get lazy and they don't take that after picture. So if you can give them extra motivation, and when for the surprise, I just say a little surprise, and then I choose what I want to give them. Sometimes I'll send them a book on Amazon. Sometimes I will give them a free Audible book. Sometimes I'll ship them a gift. So it can really be whatever you want. But it kind of rewards them. And then I also try to get them to co-host the next group, because I don't want people to fall off after, 21 days of working out. I want them to continue into the next group. And so I ask them to co-host, because even if they're not a coach, it makes them accountable. It makes them share what they've learned. It makes them show up for the next group. So that's been helping pretty well. And the thing I like about it is it's just, they can post it. If they pick Thursdays, it's going to be just a random post. It doesn't have to be like schedule. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter when they do it or how it fits in with the posting schedule, because it's just a random tip or recipe or whatever. So this system I've been tweaking, but it works really, really well. So I recommend trying that with your clients each Friday. But back to the follow-up scripts. Also, I try to follow up again with people I've just been talking to about coaching or about being in my boot camp, because it just helps, like those names trigger. And I'm like, what should I, because I don't know if you guys have this, but I'm like, oh, it's Friday. Like things have calmed down. It's not quite as crazy. I'm like, what should I be doing today? And I'm like, oh yeah, I need to follow up with my clients, my coaches, and people who are interested in my boot camp. So follow up with people and say, what did you decide? Did you get a chance to read my message? Thoughts? You in? This might work think this might work for you. My insert group name is starting today and I don't want you to miss out. Are you still interested in this? Want me to send you my link? I don't think I saw your name on my end. Did you sign up yet? Just following up. Are you still looking to get fit? So all of these are just different ideas. And if you guys have some more, please write them in the chat bar, because I love to add to this. These are just different ideas of ways to follow up without being obnoxious. In fact, I've used this one before too, where I'm like, hey, I don't want to be obnoxious. Okay? Because whenever you say that, then they're like, no, you're not. You're like, I don't want to be annoying, but I know you were interested in this and I haven't heard back from you, something like that. So sometimes I'll just say exactly that, like, hey, I don't want to be annoying, but I just want to make sure that, you know what I mean? So something like, just wanted to make sure I don't know, I can't think right now on the spot. Just want to make sure you didn't miss out. Or anyway, I need to end it with a question, but I can't think while I'm talking to you guys. So those are some ideas to follow up with people on Fridays. And then finally on Sundays, Social Sunday, on Sunday, you either need to add 5 people per day. Now, normally people say 3, but our team, we 10x crap, so we do 5 a day. So you add 5 people per day, or on Sunday, you're going to go and add 25 new friends to your Facebook group. To your network. So And then you're going to schedule out your posts. And this social media scheduler really helps you guys. If you can't think of ideas, you can print this off and fill it out for your 3 posts. And there's ideas for every day of the week. In fact, I just added Stephanie's What We Ate Wednesday. There's like Motivation Monday, Mom Monday, Makeup Monday, No Makeup Monday, Tasty Tuesday, Transformation Tuesday. And if you guys have more, type them here because I love adding content. And then I highlight the days that are like prime posting time, which for me is Wednesday night and Sunday night. I also think, Monday night, Tuesday night, those are pretty good days too. But yeah, like Saturday, Social Life Saturday, I'm like Stephanie Butler. I don't really post a lot of like important content because everyone's usually hanging out with their family and stuff. So I just post what I'm doing with my family. I try to keep my best posts for like Monday through Wednesday and also Sunday. Thursday's an okay day, but like I feel like as the week dies down, so do people. They kind of fade away. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing and I just want to see no comments. I want to hear any questions or just thoughts on all of this. Things that have worked for you. You guys are quiet tonight. Come on, people. Oh, sure. There's so much I never knew was there. I know. It's hard. If you guys have any suggestions for organizing the team sheet drive, message me because I know it's overwhelming. I want to like put the best stuff in there, but there's a lot of stuff to learn. So anyways, who was talking? Who unmuted themselves?
I think me and Megan both did. Go ahead, Megan.
I have something going off on a side tangent though. So Stephanie, maybe you should go first.
Okay.
I was just going to say, Ashley Hansen is my success partner. And she just sent me a message that, so I've been trying to really, really work Instagram more because Facebook changes their junk all the time. So she just sent me a message that you can automate messages on Instagram, and it's a graphic of this girl, and it's got some words, and all she did was friend the girl. She didn't send her a message. She didn't comment anything. She just friended her. And this girl automatically sent this really cute little graphic that was like, hold on, let me find it and I'll read it to you. And then I'll post it. Hold on. Okay, so it says it's this girl, and it's like her holding a cute little cup or whatever. It says, hello, thanks for the follow. And then she has like a cute little quote next to her, and it says, hello, and thanks for the follow. I'd love to connect with you more, so feel free to say hi. Check out my website, and she puts her website. Check out my podcast, and she puts that link. Join one of my fitness challenges, or even find me on Facebook and shoot me a friend request. But enough about me. What is it that you do? I'd love to know more. And I'll show it to you. You can see it. It's really not, it's super duper cute. And I'll post it on here, but I think I'm going to start doing that. It's kind of random from what you were talking about, Kelly, but it's also a nice way to like engage with people. Like you were saying, Micah and them send notes, and everyone who likes my fitness page, I always send a note and tell them, thank you. I appreciate the support. If you ever need anything, please know that I'm here. So, it's kind of cool that you can do it both ways, but I didn't know you could automate on Instagram and send that little graphic.
What do you mean by automate?
It automatically came to her. So I don't know if you can automate, like you can, I think you can do like an automatic, reply. Hang on, I'm going to look. I swear I've seen where you can do auto reply, and you have like a oh my gosh, I can't think of the word, but like you have this whatever she did on there, unless she was sitting on it and sent it. But Ashley said it literally was like the second that she liked her page, the girl sent it. I'll have to look into it and I'll let you know.
Yeah, look into it, and definitely even that wording is really cute, so post it for sure.
Yeah.
Speaking of Instagram, if you guys haven't watched the video, I posted this a couple weeks ago and like no one commented. So I'm guessing a lot of you didn't watch it, but It's Micah's. It's unlisted, so it's kind of a secret in my opinion. Micah shared her little Instagram system for building relationships, and I added it to new coach training just barely. But just search Instagram, like search the keyword Instagram and Micah in Team Chic, and you guys should be able to watch that video. It's like 18 minutes long, but she kind of talks about her system. And then I made a Google Doc, because I make a Google Doc for everything. I made one. Where did I put it? I think it's, let me search it. It's like her Instagram system. So I'll look it up while you guys are, Megan is asking her question.
Okay, so can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. It must have been something to do with these headphones where you couldn't hear me earlier. So I've got some new coaches that are like really pushing with the inviting, the messaging, and they're not getting, okay, they're talking to people, but once any mention of money comes out, they're not signing up. And so they're getting discouraged. And in addition to sending inviting, I have been telling them it's really important to make sure that your profile is showing that you're showing your journey. It's not so much proof of the product that you talk about all the different aspects. And I wanted them to hear that from you guys too, and not just for me, that it is so important that you're showing them transformations. If you don't have your transformation yet, show that you're in the trenches, you're doing this workout. And they think when I say that I mean that they need to post selfies all the time. I do not mean that you have to post selfies all the time, even though occasional ones is great because they need to see your face. But I mean, food, like Stephanie Butler was saying, you can post pictures of your food. And if you have already posted a picture of food and you eat something else that day that's freaking awesome, take a picture of it to share another day. Or PD, or I don't know, like, do you guys have any other ideas you can throw out here? Because I know one of my girls is on the call. I know another one's going to watch a recording, and I just want them to hear this stuff from other people than just me.
I did one last week of my arms. So it wasn't even like me, or it was just my biceps, because I didn't want to do me again, because people get sick of seeing my transformation. And I have the same thing. I have coaches who won't post or anything. So I was like, I don't know who else to do. So I did my arms. And then today was food, but I went into like being back in town and things that I learned about myself, and that being out of control of my food and my environment causes me anxiety. And so then I went into like learning that I need to relax about those things while I'm gone, that I can't control them, but that personal development was what's helped me learn that about myself. So I kind of went into the whole PD thing, even though it started out with a picture about meal prep. And then that was my transformation, was learning about myself, through kind of this realization. So, I mean, it really can be anything. It can be your transformation of, if you run and it was, you used to could walk a mile and now you can run that mile. Or like you said, nobody really cares what it is. It's the fact that you've gone from here to here. And like you said, you're doing it. You're in the trenches, and you didn't start out perfect. People want to know you didn't start out the way you look right now. You had to get to that point. And so nobody really cares what your picture is or what that transformation is. It doesn't have to be, your abs or your body or whatever. It can be anything. Like you said, it can be PD, it can be your mind, whatever.
Right. And I mean, it's just important, I feel like, for them to just get this. When I first signed up, the training that we went through was like brutal. It was Micah's like 21-day training group, and you named it, it was freaking talked about in that group. So now we've trying to like condense things down, and they get through this. And this one particular coach I have, she hasn't finished her challenge round yet because she dove in head first, right? And so I feel like she's overwhelmed, and I want her to have success. And so I'm like, just hang in there, girl, just hang in there, But it is important for you to share that journey. And Kelly used to call it like sharing. It's like your Facebook page is a reality show with the occasional Beachbody commercial. So you're sharing the reality of what you're doing in life and being a mom, if that's the stage that you're in or whatever, but you're also letting them know, hey, this Shakeology is pretty freaking awesome. You want to know why? And you tell them. Or, hey, I work out and it's only 30 minutes a day. And, just sharing, it doesn't have to be a selfie. And I did not learn that quickly. I used to post selfies like crazy, and I know people got so freaking tired of seeing me. So it's a wonder that anybody even talks to me. But anyway, so I just want y'all to encourage my girls and tell them that it's okay, that we're gonna get there.
Yeah, I think here's the thing about the reality show is that, can you imagine watching a reality show where you only see what they see and you don't see their face? Like, I would be annoyed and bored by that. So I think it doesn't have to be a selfie, but it does need to be a picture of yourself. You know what I mean? Occasionally. And that's why I think it's so important to do something like the social media scheduler, because I know, okay, crap, I haven't shown a picture of myself working out. And so I'll do that on Workout Wednesday or Fitness Friday or whatever, kind of come up with your own little social media schedule. And that way, oh, it's Tasty Tuesday. I haven't shown food for a while. Like, I need to show people that I'm still eating healthy, because here's the thing. If you don't show it, people don't know it. Like, I had someone a while back ask one of my really good friends if I was still married. And I was like, what? Why would you think I was divorced? And she was like, because I guess it was because I never post pictures of my husband, but he's kind of shy and he doesn't really like to be on camera. And I was like, that was really interesting to me, because I realized that if you don't show it, people don't know it. If you don't show that you're married, they don't know that you're married. If you don't show that you have kids, they don't know you have kids. If you don't show that you're working out, they don't know that you're working out. Or if you're eating healthy, it's like you have to, again, it's a reality show. You have to show what you're doing in order to like be proof of the products, So, and when all else fails, post about the vital behaviors, which are working out, Shakeology, eating healthy, personal development. You know what I mean? Like, all those things are things you can post about. So yeah, I agree very much.
And you can even do your husband. Like 2 weeks ago, I did John and I, because I ran out of things for me, but I had pictures of the two of us together, and he and I work out together. So even though I was in it, my whole post was about him and how proud of him I was that he does this with me, and that he's got a great transformation, but he doesn't see it because he doesn't see those pictures of himself. So you can always do your husband or your kids. Like, I do my kids' meals all the time, that we went from eating fast food and kind of junk stuff because it was quick and easy, to now what they eat and how much better their attitudes are. And so I did one on my girls one day. Like you said, it doesn't have to be you, but it needs to be a picture about your family or about you that you are involved in, because that's what people look for, you being involved in it. But it could be anything. I mean, it doesn't have to just be you.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, just share your journey like that. And it really does help to plan out your posts, because I hate it when I'm like, oh crap, what am I going to post about? And I don't have a stockpile of food or quotes or, and I think one thing that helps too is to take pictures of you in action doing your workout, or a video of you in action doing your workout. It doesn't have to be like, I just worked out and I'm all sweaty. It can be you actually moving. I love those ones because I'm farther away. So you can't see all my flaws. I'm farther away and I'm in action. So, you know what I mean? So that's another way to kind of mix it up too. Any other questions or comments? And yeah, someone asked, where do we find all these scripts? They're in the Team Chic Google Drive, which is tinyurl.com/Team Chic resources. So memorize that, because I am constantly adding crap to it. All right. I think we're pretty much done. Anyone else want to add something before we wrap it up? All right. Well, it's good to hear how everyone, runs their business differently and try to find a way that works well for you. I love doing work hours just because I'm very focused during those work hours, but that might not work for you and your lifestyle. So figure it out and just really remember to be consistent and do the vital behaviors, and your business will move forward. So thanks for joining us, you guys. And if you are one of the chic diamonds, then I will post the link to our diamond call when we're done with this. So you can hop on then. Talk to you later. Bye.